Hey guys, Storage Prospector here. Gonna do what sold over the weekend. We're gonna pull some stuff and show you, give you a little bit of insight of what I paid for it, what it sold for. I'm using my phone instead of my GoPro so that I don't have to really. All I have to do is upload it a little bit quicker to YouTube. But just in case it's first time, I mainly buy, sell, and trade, and well, not trade, buy, sell, and hustle. Goods as a full-time job. Don't do it as part-time due to this virus thing. I'm staying home a lot more. I can't buy any storage units because there's none for auction just yet in our area. I hope everybody's staying safe during it, and been focused on eBay and all my online sources and my local Facebook marketplace sources. Just been listing, and every weekend seems to be a great weekend, and I bring you along to show you what I sold. This weekend was 14 sales. I gotta actually bring it up on the computer. So here we go. Let's give you a look at my mess. Should have this prepared before I put it in there, but alright, so I have been able to pick up 2 storage units, or 3 storage units in the last 3 weeks. One was on a Facebook marketplace where they put it up that it was yard sale stuff, and they just wanted to sell the locker because, I don't know, and it was truly yard sale stuff. So just gave me more stuff. I paid $75 for a 5x10. Actually, that TV right there came out of the unit, and I'm keeping it for testing video games and VCRs and stuff like that, because it's got the old coaxial plug-in on the back of it, and it's really light, so just left it there. And so I haven't even opened anything up this morning. I had regulars. I had a couple stupid questions on eBay, which kind of blew my mind. But you know, there's no stupid question. There is stupid questions. I'm sorry. There really is. When somebody doesn't take the time to read description and the answer to their questions in the description. 14 items for a whopping grand total of $330. A lot of them are probably free shipping. Okay. Well, one of them I've already pulled and wrapped, and that is, and it was a drop shipper. Pioneer Laserdisc CD player. Definitely a drop shipper, because please provide tracking number, which, okay, you know, when you sell on eBay, it kind of puts it right up there when you do it. And it's a gift, so don't put an invoice in it. I don't care. I got my money for it. It was $99. Stores on sale, so it sold for $84. It came from the auction that was really windy about 7-8 months ago. A lot of people, when they had made comments on it, they had never seen an auction like that. The auctioneer pulls everything from the unit, and you bid on it in lots. I paid $20 for that Laserdisc. Didn't know if it worked when I bought it for $20, and I think it went $5, $10, then $20, and I got it for $20. So $85 on a $20 buy, plus I got $35 shipping and handling, which it's over there in that box. I haven't weighed it, haven't done anything, so let's get going with what we got in here. Alright, first thing is a Huey Lewis in the News record. Sports. That would be in this area. I got 2 things of records. I think Huey Lewis is over on this side.
But gotta find it. Check that out. How's that for pulling out? Amazing condition. A whole whopping $4.75 for $4.75 shipping. Only cost about $2.70 to ship it, but then you got to figure in the box. All right, now we got a remote Panasonic. We're looking for an N2QA JB43 Panasonic. That's in this unit. This one right here. All my remotes are in this one. These are small sales, but it all adds up. Because as soon as I get all my bills paid for the month, which this month actually happened at about the 10th. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like a small one with 4 white buttons in the middle. Okay. Kind of looks like that one. Yep, that's it. It's a DVD remote. Yep. Most of my remotes, I've said before, I usually pay 50 cents to $1 for them. If I buy them in bulk, sometimes I can get a better deal, you know. I sold it for $6.76, no shipping, so it's literally a $2 or $3 made. Okay, so this one here is a Richard Petty race car, 164 in the package, 1991. It sold for $8.50. No shipping, again, $2 or $3. These cars, I had 85 cents in each one. I bought a bunch of them. And they are... Oops. Well, Saturday I spent in a storage unit, one of my storage units. And I was organizing from buying of shelves. Okay, so this is Road Champs. I said Racing Champs, didn't I? Racing Stars. There's Racing Champs. What year is this one? Dun, 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 1991. That's probably it. I got 4 or 5 of each car. They're pretty much all Richard Petty. I had one AJ Foyt, which actually I think that number 51 on there is AJ Foyt. Yeah, that's what sold. Okay. The only thing I don't like about shipping those is I had to put them in an 8x6x6 box, which is a little bit more expensive of a box. Okay, this I listed last week. This sold for $33.96. Tax was charged. This is in C1. It's a Emerson mainboard LF402. LF402. And it is in C1. C1's a bit more difficult to get to. I can't say how much organization makes it easier to do this. I see other YouTubers that do eBay, and they just have products sitting on shelves. And I know a couple of them have lots of items on eBay, and it just seems very, to me, it seems, wow, I could go down low. It seems difficult. It would drive me crazy just having to pull stuff off of. Well, there's only one TV board in there, so that means this has got to be it. So this came from a TV that I actually parted out. I listed this last week, and I've already sold the power cable for $9, and now this for $34. And this one came from a like this. I got two TVs here. I still got a strip. Both these TVs work. I paid, one of them was free, came out of that estate sale, and then this one, I think I bought it at the flea market for $5. It had a cracked screen. This one right here is I think it's a 32-inch TV that I couldn't have paid more than $20 for. So I've already sold two things to get $45 for it, and it still has the motherboard, the small parts, and the stand left to sell. Alright, the next thing is the laser displacer, which we already had, and then the next thing is this G.I. Joe sitting right here. The guy had wanted a picture of his head without the helmet, and I sent him a picture of the head without the helmet, and he bought the G.I. Joe. One G.I. Joe figure sold for $11.01 plus shipping. I make a couple bucks on the shipping. Alright, the next thing is CS3, and it is a 20 by 3.5 plug. See, that's what gets me worried, is because I sold two of these, and I might just have screwed up, because it's using the same picture, and I want to know how I had two of them with the same picture, which sucks. And in that case, I'll actually spend the money to go find it online and buy it and send it to the person, just so I don't have to deal with don't have the inventory. Where's the other one say it is? Look, it says it's in the same place. So it literally sold it twice. I might have to talk to eBay about that. Alright, let's see how many's in there. 20 volt by 3.5 and C3. C3. Go figure, it's on the bottom. Bottom, and bottom. Okay. Nope, that's a rockfish. It said that it was a Dell. That's a Sony. It says Sony. By 3.5. Okay, I'm gonna look at this one because oops, that's what it is. There's two of them. Cool. I was worried. Oh. Alright, so that's pulling two orders already in a box. At least they're first class. They're not real heavy ones. Oh, it just says brand new. It doesn't say Dell. Okay, so the next thing is a Doll H6. Okay, so this came from the Doll unit, which you guys didn't see me unpack the Doll unit, but we did do some unboxing of the Doll unit together. And ironically, let's make sure we don't have any more C's before I go putting it all back, because C's are hard to get to. That's E, that's E, that's a CS, that's a CS, and that is another record. Okay, so H6. Vintage Bates Mozark. Alright, so we gotta put all this back. Forgive me for, I don't know how this wants me to go, but it takes time to load stuff up on, because I'm using Movie Maker. Oops. I'm using Movie Maker, and it takes time to load everything up and do editing and then transferring everything. It takes a lot of time. And even though I can't edit this and add little captions in the front of it, at least it gives you guys video content. Since I can't give you a whole bunch of auctions. Okay, H6. H6 is buried underneath this. And it almost looks like we're going to have to move some of this stuff out of the way. Just oh. Okay. Let's move this over like that. Just so I can pull this off. Yeah, I gotta put you down. Look at my belly for a little bit. Alright, H6. H6.com. Boy, I've got some people for these black labeled Barbies right here. There's somebody up in Ukraine that keeps wanting that. Really do wants it. But they want me to give them a break, and I'm not going to give them a break when I got to ship it across the world. Really, really don't. Okay. There he is. He's got a stain on his leg. He needs to be cleaned up. Still has tags on him. He's old, if I remember correctly. But he ain't gonna cost much to ship. And he sold for $12.71. Plus shipping of it looks like $9. Alright, this is a Bible. NIV Von Derven Study Bible. $29.95. It's saying it's on the silver shelf. There we go, sitting right there. Sometimes heavy things don't need to go inside totes, so we put them here. Cause that book weighs a lot. $30. That did come out of storage unit. They came out of Raleigh. Next, 1981 E6 Rally X Parts. This is a arcade manual. E6. E6. E6 is probably on the bottom because it's heavy. So we're gonna pull this out. Pull this out. Yeah, I know that the headrest monitor on these poles is a lot better. A lot better. So, these arcade manuals actually came from a couple years ago. I have one tote about half full, and then I have this tote, and it originally there was 2 stacks of manuals in both totes full to the brim. So I've sold more than half of these manuals. This particular manual with the sale sold for $18.66. So pull like this. We're looking for X Rally. There's jukebox manuals in here. Anytime I can pick up a manual, because usually they're 10 to 25 cents, I'll pick them up, because you never know who somebody's restoring something that might need a manual to see about operations. Some people just collect old manuals. See, this box is a lot of rock roll jukebox manuals and record players and row record players. Hard driving. I remember that game came out. It was like, there it is. Midway's Rally X things. Now, check out how old. Sometimes I forget to put the stuff back in the tote. So, check out how old the games are. You know those are old right there on the cover. Rally X, Rally X, Rally X. So there's 3 consoles. That looks straight up out of the 70s right there. And we know the sit-down ones were from the early 80s. So, that book, 1981, $18.66, free shipping. Okay, E3 is also something I just listed. This is a stand to a Hisense 32H3E OEM stand, and that is an E3. Okay, so that's up top of where I was just at. That's up there. I'm actually making a mess here. I got totes all over the place that I haven't put back. They should be all TV parts, I think. Oh, nope, I see Bratz. So there's a manual. This manual came out of one of George's lockers. I don't know if it'll sell, but it's really cool. It's steam engine parts for the Vapor Car Heating Co. Railway Extreme. And then it's all out of the 30s and 40s, and it's different valves. All different kind of valves that you can use for different steam engines, which I think is a cool manual. Somebody eventually is going to find that and want it. Okay, Hisense, yeah, because I just put this one in there. So this was from ones that I stripped, because over there I had TVs laying all the way across there, and I stripped 5 TVs and listed them. And I either got the TVs free out of a storage unit, or I bought them at the flea market dirt cheap. And I'm telling you, a lot of those TVs worked. I mean, even if it's got a cracked screen, that doesn't stop the power supply or the video controller to work. Just because the screen's bad, people throw it away all the time. Matter of fact, the convenience center that I dump at, they every now and then, if the dumpster's not full, I'll go in there and take all the stands off of all the flat screen TVs I can find. But you got to have good with your guys, your peoples, because you're not supposed to be pulling from the convenience center. But in the same sense, the guys that work the place, they get stuff from me all the time. They'll pull it out of my trailer before, like the other day when I went. I had one of those brand new basketball goals that you set up that has the, the small basketballs, the handheld size ones. Not ones, kind of like what you see at the, Chuck E. Cheese, as you shoot the basketballs. It's about 8 foot long, stands up about 6 foot tall. I had one of those brand new in the box. It was probably a $30 game, $40 game, brand new, and I couldn't sell it at the flea market for $5, so I was going to throw it away because it was just taking up space. So now we have a Mario and a Luigi DS game, CS8, sold for $12.71. What does it say? CS8. CS8. That's a little bitty game that I'm trying to find. Okay, not all the way down, but it's still down. Third rack. Next bit. Today I'm putting some clothes up on the vintage site. I'm listing a Sega Dreamcast and 2 PlayStation 2s that are the silver thins. And then I got about 12 pairs of vintage shorts like QGs and Miskies and Ed Hardy's with the embroidering on them. Alright, let's see what's in CS8. Look, shoes, guys, shoes. Lots of shoes. And now I gotta find a DS. One little bitty DS thing inside here. Socks. I like new product. I like selling new product. What's in it? This says DS game. Is it just one DS game? Yep. Okay, so all that to take out, and I like selling new. It's easy as long as they're clean. And this all came from the shoe unit, and they're selling. Okay. Get down there and get that lid. Hey, already wrapped. I'll probably not use that wrapping cable. I have smaller packages. Okay, so we already got the second power cable. The last thing is a Houdini Escape. $8.46 plus shipping. Houdini Escape. I think this is the TV stands. So those TV stands I pulled, they were $12.71. It's first class shipping. You make $8 on those stands. It all adds up. The biggest thing was that Laserdisc player. I wish it was all big items, but it's this is all relatively cheap on shipping besides the Laserdisc player. It's all going to be first class mail, and then media mail, which is dirt cheap. And the Houdini black thing. Okay, so Houdini. Duran. Nope. It's a white case. Nope. Okay, next bin. Jim Pepper. I don't even know who Jim Pepper is. Oh, hold on a second. Mad Lion. Here we go. I think I got it here. Here we go. Houdini. Yep. I said everything's on sales. I need a break. We are Houdini. Okay, so this isn't one of the greater ones. Oh, Friends is on here. Go figure. Alright guys, so this is what $300, like I said, this is the Laserdisc, and it came with the movie Doors and Space Jam. I had never actually watched a thing. I had imbued the emballed, or whatever the hell it's called. I had inlaid the video showing that the Laserdisc was working in the posting. So like I said, it doesn't matter as long as money keeps rolling in. You can make money and make a living on eBay. Fortunately, I bought so many storage units from when I started buying 2 years ago that I'm still selling stuff that has, like when I did this week and when I broke down, I have one 10x20 that literally had boxes from just ceiling as wide as the 10 is. It was just slam pack full. I mean, I pulled a 4x8 trailer of trash out this weekend from there. I filled up the 15 passenger van of flea market stuff, and then I organized the rest of it, and there is still 9 boxes and totes of dolls that still have to be priced. And I don't want to just throw them away because I've literally pulled out $200 and $300 dolls. One doll. I think the most I've sold a lot of 5 for $287 that went to Scandinavia, something like that, Norway or Scandinavia. So this person spent $280 on 5 dolls, and then spent, I think I had $40 shipping on them, and then she paid international shipping, which was another $200. So $500 for 5 dolls. I sold one little bitty one that was about this big. She went on auction for $217. So there's a possibility that there's dolls in there that are worth a lot more than the $12 and the $20. But the ones I have listed now was 4 totes of dolls, and there's still, well, there's 2 small ones. I know that 2 of the ones are those Vietnamese water dolls. They're made out of wood, and they're like marionettes, puppets. I got 2 things full of those. They aren't selling on eBay because I put a list of 6 of them up there for like $74. So I'm gonna like drop that down to $40-50 and see if they'll sell that way. I have enough of them that you don't see them that often on eBay for sale. But you guys seen this. I gave you a little bit of content. Like I said, I do have stuff that needs to be edited and load up, and I just haven't had the time. I've been listing and, you know, doing what I can to stay busy. But, you know, this is a major array of stuff. Records always sell. I probably 5-6 records a week. The TV parts are every week. I'm selling parts to them. These power supplies right here didn't make very much money on them. They actually came out of the TV unit also. I had if anybody's seen them, the medical filing cabinets, the ones that are about 3 foot wide by 4 foot tall. The TV unit, I got 6 of those out of the TV unit, and they were all slam pack full of remotes and computer power supplies and what are they? These plugs here, the ones that are those kind of plugs there. I literally have 200 or 300 of these. Yeah, they only sell for $5 or $6 a piece, but they're free shipping. You make $2 or $3. It's just one of those bulk selling things. I've cleared out 3 of the medicine cabinets and listed all this stuff. I really don't make that much money on them, but I sell them all the time. And they're real easy to test. You just plug them in, and then you get a little pointer that you stick on the cord, and it lets you know that it's got current going from one end to the other end of it. Very easy to test. But hope you guys enjoyed. I know that doing this through the phone wasn't as good as what I could do with my GoPro, but it will get up to the YouTube a lot faster. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, Storage Prospector. You can find my eBay store at Storage Prospector. My other eBay store is vintage_clothes and whatnot_ between what and whatnots. Alright. I do have a Facebook page, you know, Storage Prospector. You can look it up. Usually that has listings of stuff I have locally for sale. You know, you need to ask me any questions. I try to help. I'm pushing about 3.5 years on the resale right now, and make a modest living. So, hell, my wife's out of work right now, and I have no worries of making sure that we pay our bills, because it's just like, I don't know how many other people do it that sell on eBay, but I have a PayPal debit card, and when it's a business expense and we're going out to eat, you know, I got to swipe it and say, thank you, America, for buying my meal. Thank you, America, for buying this, because that's truly what it is making sure I find the stuff that people want and list it up on eBay. So anybody can do it. You just got to get in your head that you can do it. And y'all take it easy, and thanks for coming along. See you next time.